We can still see you there.
Through the demo that people here have access to here on the show floor at PAX.
Great. All they have to do is come find you over at the Indie Mega Booth.
Yep,
is that
we're at the Indie Mega Booth, correct.
Well, don't go there yet. Stay here because we're going to show you all the cool stuff. That's why we got Joe. He knows this game inside and out. And so what do you want us to take away right away from what you're about to show us?
Okay, so first off, I should mention that Mothergunship is a crazy randomized first-person shooter that takes a lot of inspiration from bullet hells. And the basic idea is that Earth's been taken over by a bunch of aliens, and alien robots, and you're one of the last members of a resistance trying to fight through all these ships to kind of liberate Earth, if you will. The game is very fast-paced. It's got a lot of crazy bullet hell aspects to it. It's randomized. It's designed for a lot of replay content, and it's a lot of fun.
You don't see a lot of first-person shooters taking on the bullet hell formats.
I was going to say that. Like,
Right?
I've seen bullet hell. I love FPS, but this was, I didn't know how to process this.
Well, okay, so to go back a couple of years, I made kind of a one-man experiment game called Tower of Guns, and it was kind of done as like a little quick sabbatical from AAA. I kind of thought I would have it kind of as a hobby and then go back to working for somebody else, and instead it ended up turning into this career. This little game kind of grew legs and grew into something much larger than just me. And Mothergunship is me taking a look at the mechanics from that game that worked really well and like refining it, really owning in on the bullet hell aspect that I experimented with in that game and really fully realizing it.
Nice.
So it's no longer just me. Now I'm working with a company called Grip Digital to make this game, and it's a much more, I guess you would say, polished experience.
Cool. Let's take a look around in here. Is this the first level? Where have you brought us to right away?
So this is the first demo level. This is basically the first run of the game. So we introduce things a little bit more gently to the player. So I have to get through a real quick tutorial area real fast. So this little
well, this is good because we're going to see the important skills you're needing.
Oh yeah, here's triple jump. Right from the beginning, you can actually triple jump. Shoot the doors to open them.
Double jump.
Yeah, no double
Whatever.
jumping in this game. This is all triple jump. Actually, so it starts with triple jump. You can get 10, 20, 30, 100 jumps. We don't really limit it. You can get lots and lots of jumps, and that was actually part of the fun, is giving people full verticality, full agency over their verticality in this game.
All right, see, I already like this.
Yeah. Now here comes the bullet hell.
Right. Oh, see, there's an upgrade that just dropped for me, actually. I'm also not playing very well, but the demo has unlimited respawns, so that's not so much of a problem. The regular game does not have unlimited respawns. When you die, you would return to your headquarters, and you basically have to try the mission from scratch again. It's kind of a soft permadeath.
Nice.
Let's take out that guy real quick. Where's he going? There we go.
So when you had this game that you made before before Mothergunship,
yep,
and you looked at all your favorite parts of it to make this game. I mean, what did you pack in your bag from the last one?
Well, one of the things that people really liked was this ability to basically move around like crazy and get tons and tons and tons of verticality in their motion. So that was something I wanted to make sure that I preserved. Another thing that people really liked was the fast-paced bullet hell aspect. So making sure that I really swarmed the player with a lot of chaos was something that like I wanted to make sure that I still kept. That was something that Tower Guns players really liked. Let me go really quickly and grab this upgrade. And I wanted to make sure that I kept that here. I'm actually going to run ahead right to the next room. You can skip rooms, however, skipping rooms can be kind of dangerous because if you skip too many rooms, you may not get the upgrades you need to survive later.
And we talk about progression here. You told us a little bit about what happens when we die. What do we keep, and how do we move forward?
So moving forward, if you imagine that you've got each play session is kind of a mission, you want to be able to complete each mission in a single sitting, and at the headquarters you'd be able to choose what other kind of missions you want to play. So you could go through the campaign missions one at a time, earning your way towards the Mothergunship, which is the big boss, or you can actually play things like daily missions, endless missions, nightmare missions, full co-op missions. So this game is fully playable co-op.
Co-op.
Yes.
Detail.
Yeah.
So that was like probably the #1 requested thing from Tower of Guns was a co-op situation. Let me get rid of these disco balls real quick. Otherwise they'll kill me while I'm crafting.
Futuristic, murderous disco balls.
Yeah.
The danger room.
All right, so let's craft real quick. This is the other thing I'm really excited to show. Crafting this game is pretty crazy. A lot of first-person shooters are more serious. This game is designed to be very over-the-top and very crazy. So we basically let the player do anything they want with the crafting menu. We basically give them the Lego pieces to work with and let them build on top of that.
All right. Well, you know, a lot of games tell us that we can do whatever we want, and then they're pretty limited. So I want to show me your craziest.
Okay,
right
so
now.
there is one limit, and that one limit is that barrels need to face forward. So there's a
Oh,
barrel.
okay.
I can't add it there.
That's fair.
But if I go over to the socket right next to it, I can add the barrel there. So I'm going to go ahead and add this gun here. And maybe I'm going to add another barrel here so I have 3. Actually, you know what? Really quickly, I'll go up to this one. I'll put an extender on there. Maybe like this.
So there's no limit. Like, you can just keep adding barrels, keep putting...
It ends up being crazy. So I want this socket right here. I'm going to add one last barrel. Maybe this. Where is it? Did I not buy it?
You're not limited to shotguns and
There we go.
you know, Arctic Warfare pistols and Colts.
Here's
you
my-
can make whatever weird gun.
Yeah, and you can get a lot of modifications to actually change how your gun behaves too. So like if you wanted a rapid fire modification, you can put that on, and all your stuff's going to fire super fast. I'm actually going to take off that one extra barrel because every time you add a piece, to the game, to the gun, it costs a little bit more to fire. So I want to take this and get rid of it, and instead I want to actually replace it with, oops, sorry, I exited out. I'm going to replace it with, one of these things here is a damage mod. We'll replace it with that. I can't add it there. Let's actually change it to this socket.
So how? I mean, if it's like taking up your ammo, is there ammo like a specific ammo count, or if it's just like, oh, if I have like 1,000 barrels on a gun, I get to shoot like twice?
You could shoot like twice. However, it does regenerate. So it basically means you're going to have to time your shots a little bit better and kind of plan your pick and choose your battles. Right now, I made a gun that has 2 barrels. And if you look at the blue meter on the right, you can see it's depleting pretty regularly. Not too bad. This gun is pretty decent to use. I'm going to go ahead and run forward with it. But if I made a gun that had 15 barrels across the bottom of the screen, that's completely valid. That is a great way to play the game. But you
That
may
sounds like a good gun.
yeah, maybe you need to just kind of level up a little bit in your headquarters before that'll be a valuable option. You want to kind of make sure you have a little bit faster of a recharge rate for your gun energy, a little bit better of a total cap. So that way you can actually fire it more than once. Oh, I jumped on a jump pod there.
So I did see you collecting some, was it bullets off the ground before as well? Are there
Yep.
other ammo that you can collect?
So you can pick up bullets off the ground, or basically energy off the ground, and that is another way to recharge your gun. So I just set off a chain reaction there, which gave me a ton of energy. So now I can fire at these things basically continuously. So if you had a super powerful gun, that may actually be a good strategy even if you don't have a lot of ammo, just because the way you play puts you in the middle of combat. So if you're that kind of player, maybe that's an okay strategy. It depends on how your play is. If you're more of a sniper player, you're going to find yourself running out of energy much faster.
So how did you guys come to decide on the depleting bullets and the ability to pick up more? I mean, it's an interesting thing when you talk about FPS where...
Oh, here's the jump upgrade. Now I can jump up 4 times. Sorry, I didn't
Overwatch.
interrupt you.
No, you're fine. Overwatch has like unlimited ammo, and like other games you have to run around and pick it up off the floor every time you want to fire, like an H1Z1. So how did you guys sort of decide to, work the ammo this way?
Well, this is a little bit of both because, I mean, it is unlimited ammo, but unlike just the unlimited ammo thing, you do want to be able to give the players the ability to recharge. So what I'm doing here basically is putting the power in the player hands. Oh yeah, second
You
gun.
found another gun.
Yeah, dual wielding.
That was going to be my next question, what the other bar on the other side meant. I guess that's the other ammo.
No, that's your health. We actually are talking about splitting the ammo into 2 bars, so that way you can kind of juggle between the hand. I'm going to rush real quick to the boss, just because I want to kind of show that off before the end here.
Oh, now I see that's your health. You're taking some bullets
I
there.
really am. I got to book it. I got to get out of here. You can run along, but you can skip rooms, but it may be not the great decision to do because you may not be as equipped to take on the boss.
Well, tell me a little bit about where the community can communicate with you about this game, where they can get involved, and when we can maybe get our hands